Hi everybody, this is Ceata with PuffCuff, and we are here. I am here just by myself tonight, doing some demonstrations or just discussing protective styles, discussing protective styles using the PuffCuff. Just want to let's see if anybody's there. Give me some love. Give me some shout outs. Let me know if anybody's listening, if anybody's here with me. Oh, I see I have one viewer. Hi, one viewer. Tell me who you are. Give me something so I can give you some love back. But I am Ceata. I am the founder of PuffCuff. We are, the only hair clamp for thick, curly, textured hair. I am a little sleepy. We had church, and then just got finished frying some catfish for my family, so I'm smelling a little bit like fish and I'm looking a little bit tired, but I hope you guys can relate and kind of stick with me for the next half an hour or so while I discuss protective styling with the PuffCuff. So I'm going to see if a couple more viewers join, but the essence of, I think everybody has a different definition of what they think protective styling is. I decided let's just go back to the dictionary and let's go to the root word, which is to protect, so we can get all on the same page. So the definition, according to the old-fashioned, not Wikipedia, actually book with paper, is of protect is to keep from harm, attack, or injury. So protective styling to me would be any type of styling. You would be able to style your hair and keep it from being messed with, fussed with, without having to put heat on it. It's going to keep it in a way that you don't have to mess with it or deal with it on a daily basis. In essence, keeping it kind of safe and out of harm's hands, or out of keeping things that other elements coming into your hair to cause it harm. So, with that being said, initially, to me, any way that you're wearing the PuffCuff, which I'm about to take out, I've been wearing the original today. Protective styling for me during the summertime, my choice is, I love to wear the natural twists. My natural twists are done by a young lady named Fatima D. Her business name is Natastic. She is out of Smyrna, Georgia. See, she is the best braider, twister, locker this in the state of Georgia, as far as I'm concerned. She's the only one that I would allow to twist my hair, because I'm very, I didn't think I was tender-headed, but I am tender-headed. And she's the only one that I have found that when she does my braids, my twists, anything, I don't end up in pain afterwards. Thank you. Hey Nelly, love you, miss you. So I love the way she does them, and they just look so great, and they're so soft, and she doesn't keep me in her studio for more than maybe 2.5 hours. So I will love Miss Fatima D of Natastic forever. So this is my go-to protective style for the summer, because I don't like to have my hair down during the summer, because I tend to get really hot. So with this, I have a lot of versatility, and what you also can find out is that you can use the PuffCuff with twists, braids, locks. I've done it with faux locks, box braids. What else? I've had the Marley twists. You name it, pretty much the PuffCuff can handle it. Oh, and for those of you that might be just tuning in, this is the PuffCuff. This is the hair clamp that I invented about 3 years ago that is meant for those with curly, textured hair, or hair that has density, because there's actually nothing else on the market that is designed for hair that has any texture or curl to it. So we went ahead and designed something. People may think it's a banana clip. People may think that it won't work because it's too small or their hair is too big. I really do, if you use it correctly, I challenge, the PuffCuff is up for the challenge. So the way it works is, you see how wide it opens. If your hair is bigger than this, then yeah, it probably won't work for you. But I haven't met a person yet that it has not worked for if they use it correctly. And the way to use it correctly is to gather their hair first. So like I said, the nature of protective styling is to be able to style your hair in a way that it doesn't have to be fussed with, it doesn't have to be messed with, you don't have to put heat on it, you don't have to, oh, it says my connection is weak. I think my children are actually trying to get on the Wi-Fi, so I might have to get off for a second and fuss at them because they know mommy is doing a Facebook Live. But anyway, so that's one of the reasons why we, actually on Amazon, we're out of stock right now. It's a blessing and a curse. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I just had a question from someone that says and they're not seeing the large one on Amazon. And yes, you are correct. We are out of stock right now. Hopefully within the next week or two, they will be back in stock on Amazon. We apologize for that. So just by the sheer definition of protect, PuffCuff will allow you to style your hair in a protective style, because you can wear this and it won't cause harm, it won't cause breakage, it won't cause tension. And I'm going to show you the way it works for those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. So this is the original. You open it up wide. Usually when I'm styling my hair, I kind of put it around the back of my neck until I get my hair where I want it. So, uh-oh, dropped it. Hold on. The way you do it is wherever you're going to put your ponytail or your puff, you gather your hair first, wherever you want it. Because once it's in, it's not coming out. So I'm gathering my hair first, and you try to put the PuffCuff. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to scoot down just a little bit so it'll make it easier to see. You gather gather your hair wherever you want it to be. You put the PuffCuff down at the base of your puff. Let me bring this light a little closer so hopefully you guys can see this better. You gather your hair, you put the PuffCuff down at the base of your puff. You see the one arm right there? You put one arm in, bring the other arm around. I don't force it closed with the hooks. I might bring them together close with my two fingers, but I try not to force it closed with the hooks. You bring the hooks over, overlap them. You can see they're overlapped, and now you're done. It's closed. Hello, Ceata. Hello, Danielle. Hi, Mr. Lash. So we've got it in. So like I said, it's in, it's not moving. Usually I kind of pull my hair from the center because if you look, all this is still open. So anything that's elastic is going to scrunch, or I don't even know if that's the word, cinch your hair down in the center, and you're not going to get the fullness. But with the PuffCuff, it's more or less just grasping your hair. It's grasping it and holding it in place. Oh, you ordered, okay, Leanne ordered the micros for her daughter. Leanne, if you're natural too, if your hair is curly, you can wear those micros too. You just have to decide how you want to style your hair. So the more sizes you have, the more styling options you have. So this is my big puff with the largest PuffCuff. But sometimes I don't want it to look so flouncy. I mean, I like this look. Don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. But sometimes I want my ponytail to be a little bit higher. So what I do is, even though you've got the big one in, if you want your ponytail to be higher, you can take our junior, which is the next size down. This is like 3 inches in diameter. It's about the size of a peach, a Georgia peach. That was a little play on words, but it was kind of cheesy. I get that from my husband. So I take the smaller one, do the same thing. Don't force it closed by the hooks if you don't have to. The hooks are the weakest point, and you do not want to, I'm sorry, I'm getting a text message at the same time so I can't see the header. You take the junior, hook it closed. See, it's hooked, it's closed. Now look, now I get a higher puff. You see how that changed? A higher pineapple. And you just kind of mess with it, flounce with it, and then you get some height to it, and still it's not causing any pain or not causing any damage because it's your hair pushing outwards against the clamp rather than the clamp pushing inward. So this is my first, I'll say, protective style, because once this is up, you don't have to mess with it. You're done. I've actually slept with them in my head, and I don't wake up with a headache. I don't wake up in any pain. It's not pulling. I keep on getting a lot of comments on different social media channels saying that it needs to pull tighter. I want to pull my hair tighter. And then what we'll do is, in a couple weeks, I'll demonstrate. A couple weeks, I'll have my twists out, but I'll demonstrate how to get that tight look without it actually feeling and without you pulling your hair tight. Nellie has made a comment that this is actually perfect for people with thinner hair. Yes, it is, because it gives you more volume. Because if anybody has thin hair and you put elastic or what do you call it, banana clip in it, it's going to take your hair and squinch it down to the smallest point of resistance. So then all your hair is going to be like this big. It's going to clump it all together. Where the PuffCuff, it kind of, like I said, it grafts your hair, and then your hair expands into it, so it'll give you illusion of more volume. So to get these out, you just push them together till you hear it pop. You guys heard it pop. It didn't break. It just opened. Got my junior out. And now that I have just the PuffCuff in, I'm going to show you a couple styles that I do that are protective in nature, because once they're up and you're done. So one that I do is, I like this top bun because you're just taking your twists. And I think most curly girls, at least most African American curly girls in the summertime, you're either getting braids or twists done because you want to not fuss with your hair as much as you do in the wintertime. You can buy these. You can buy the PuffCuff on our website. We just got a question, where do I buy them? On our website, thepuffcuff.com. Or we sell on, says my connection is weak again. Or we sell on Amazon. We sell on Amazon.com and Amazon UK. Not UK, I'm sorry, Amazon Canada. We are about to launch in Amazon UK. So this is my protective bun. Do you see how easy this is? I'm back. It says my connection is weak, but I'm back. If I lose you, I'll get back on. But this is my protective bun. And this is what you just twist and you tuck. Just tuck right underneath the PuffCuff. I've worn this for a couple days. I still put my silk bonnet on top. My double-sided jumbo bonnet, and I'll sleep on my hair like this and wake up, it's still in the same place, and it's without bobby pins, so you don't have to worry about having those pins stick in your head overnight. So this is one style. I'm going to do another one right quick. Just as simple as you put it up, it's just as simple as taking it down. So the next style I'm going to do is another version of a bun. It came unhooked. Let me hook this back together. Uh-oh, my doggy just walked in. So like I said, bring the arms together, overlap, close it. So the other bun I like to do is I'll just pull all of these to the back, gather them up kind of in the ends, and I'll just tuck it in the back. And then I'll let some of them kind of hang loose in the front or on the sides. And it gives you just like a little bit of a messy look. Some ladies are like, no, I want my bun messy. Honey, PuffCuff can deliver you a messy bun if that's the way you like it. So I just encourage people just to, Yes, Bernice, that's what we want to do. We want to give you guys some ideas on styling. And if you follow our Instagram page, there's a lot of other ladies that come up with some really cute hairstyles. So you could do this with your locks, you could do this with your twists, you could do this with your box braids. So I kind of like this just as a little funky look. And you see how easy it is. It's no stress, no futzing with it, no, that's my word, futz. No drama. So I'm gonna do a third style for you right quick. And this one, to me, is even more protective in nature. So I'm gonna take the puff cuff out. Remember, push the arms together, let it unhook, pull it out. No drama, no strands, nice and clean. The other reason why I say it's protective is because PuffCuff is made out of a lightweight plastic. It's not heavy on purpose. It's not heavy because, I don't know, me personally, I don't want anything heavy on my head. In addition to, you know, everything else that's on the market, it's heavy and it causes tension because it's pushing in and putting pressure inward on your hair. PuffCuff is purposely not made of anything heavy. It's made of light ABS material, ABS plastic, which is a lightweight, non-porous plastic. So when I say non-porous, that in essence is saying it's not going to absorb sweat, it's not going to absorb product. So again, it's helping to protect your hair because it's not holding on to anything old and nasty that, you know, you've been old product or whatever that you've been using in your hair. You can wipe it right off and it's not going to absorb in it. The other thing it's not going to do, like a lot of the acrylic, the shiny hair clamps that you see, yes, they're very pretty, but if they're shiny, that means they're acrylic. And acrylic is the same stuff that we make the acrylic nails with. Right here, what I got on my nails. It's made from a powder and a liquid. Those two ingredients coming together to try and make a solid. Try and make a solid. It's not, in essence, a true solid. That's why they end up getting brittle, and that finish that's so shiny and pretty and that you fell in love with in the first place, eventually your hair product and your sweat and everything else gets onto that surface and it starts to erode and eat away. That's not going to happen with this. This is purposely made of ABS plastics for its durability and for its the fact that it's sanitary. So, you know, my product has been compared to all those other things, but people, you know, don't understand it's made that way for a reason. We're trying to alleviate a lot of the issues that we've been having trying to style our hair, curly hair, with accessories that were never meant for your hair in the first place. So anyway, let me get off my soapbox and show you my next protective style. So a lot of styles that you see, like on Pinterest, which I'm addicted to, you know, people are twisting and braiding their hair. You can do the same thing with the PuffCuff. So I'm just kind of start it on the side. I'm going to start twisting, 2-strand flat twist on the side. On one side. And then I'm not going to finish it all the way, but I'm just going to braid it to try and keep it up or try and keep it twisted. Pinterest is the life. Oh my goodness. I need to take a class sometimes on how to get off of Pinterest, because I can find myself on Pinterest for hours, which is not good when you need to be asleep at night. Okay, so I've got the one side twisted. I'm going to do the second side. And you can see this is a lot of hair. This is about 3 times the amount of hair that I actually have. But I'm really just taking the front portion and two-strand flat twisting it back. And then depending on how thick my ponytail is, I just realized I'm contouring Oh, that's all right, girl. Comment as either one. I love you both. Your real personality and your pseudo personality. So, 2-strand here. Excuse me, 2-strand here, 2-strand here. My ponytail in the back right now is probably about this big. So, I'm going to use the junior again. This is the one that's about the size of a Georgia peach. Okay, I'm going to hold these two up together. This is our biggest size on the outer ring, which is our original PuffCuff. And then the junior, which is our next size down, which is the inner ring, which is what I'm using right now. It's about the size of a peach. I'd say the original is probably about the size of a saucer. Yeah, about the size of a saucer. I always try to visualize something to compare it to. But anyway, so opening it wide, putting it in the back, clamping it closed. I used the hooks this time, but I didn't have to put a whole lot of pressure on the hooks in order to get it. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can see that. So this, another protective in nature. I could put this up, not have to deal with it anymore. Not have to move it, futz it, or anything. I also can, while it's hooked in, hopefully you guys can see this, create another bun the same way I did before. All I do is twist and tuck. And for me, when those other little ones hang out on the side, I think it looks, you know, a little on purpose. So, here we go. You see how fast that was? I need you guys to give me some feedback. I'm not seeing anything, or is everybody falling asleep on me? Kia. Oh, it says my hair is gorgeous. I have a long way to go, but my daughter can use the products now. Awesome. We always love great feedback. And we always love fan pics. So, all right, ladies. I think this is a good demo. Yes, I'm getting some hearts. Yay, yay. I like that. I didn't even know you could give hearts on Facebook. Okay, good, cool. So, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to undo the bun. Now my other dog is sitting here looking at me. Go get your brothers. Out. Go get your brothers. They'll let you out. Come on. Sorry about that. So same again. Push it together. Listen for the pop. You guys heard it. Once it pops, doesn't mean it's broken. Just means it's open. Once again, it's clean. No strands. That was the junior. This is another style I want to do really, hopefully it'll be quick because I don't want to hold you guys anymore. I know you want to hurry up and get in the bed so you can watch that Democratic convention start tomorrow. Ugh. Okay. So, I did this one over the summer over the fall last year, and I really liked it. So I'm kind of like sectioning it off. I'm going to do 3 cornrows with my twists going back. The one thing I love about PuffCuff is you can, I know before sometimes, you know, when I went to go style my hair when it's natural, I felt like I had to start out the night before. Because you really, when it comes to our hair, you can't all of a sudden change your mind on it. You gotta let it know what you're gonna do ahead of time. So I got the one, you guys see the one cornrow? My little bead is slipping out. So I got the one cornrow done. I'm gonna do the other side right quick. And like I said, I don't know if you guys heard me, but our website is thepuffcuff.com. T as in Tom, H as in Henry, E as in egg, puffcuff.com. I'm going to French braid, not French braid, cornrow this other side. And I'm just going straight back. Nothing fancy, not even worried about where it's parted. And I'll just leave that little one out, it's fine. Now I've braided that one. What is this little joker sticking out? There we go. Braided down just to hold it. Now I'm going to do the centerpiece. This one thing is funny because I can't watch myself braid in the mirror. Otherwise I get turned around and get confused on which way my hand should go. So that's why I'm not looking at you guys. It's like, for me, it's like watching somebody dance and they get off beat, and then all of a sudden you get off beat. So now I've got the middle one going. I accidentally left one out, but we're going to pretend we didn't see that. What kind of twist do you have? I have what they call natural twists. Yes, if you can see how thick my hair is, a lot of these twists are thicker than some people's locks. Yes, it holds locks just as good as it holds twists, just as good as it holds natural hair, naturally curly hair. Alrighty, I love this look. So, you see I got the three large cornrows, one here, one in the middle, one down the side. And then, oh yeah, I was gonna keep this one out just for kicks. No, that looks crazy. Let me put that back. So, again, once I've gathered it all up in the back, the way you know what size puff cuff you need is the diameter of your hand when you make a ponytail. When you gather your hair to make a ponytail. So when I gather my hair back here, basically the tips of my fingers are barely touching. So that says to me I need to use the junior. It says, how long do you keep your twists? For me, I keep my twists at least a month to a month and a half, but I find that the softer the hair that you use, the longer they last. I don't like the Marley hair. It's too hard for me. Excuse me, it's too hard for my taste, and it makes me itch. I know that sounds crazy, but it makes me itch. So, and I feel like I got to take Benadryl all the time to keep my scalp from itching. So there's a hair that she uses that's really softer, and it's almost like the hair that you use for weaves because it comes on tracks, I think. But I like that better. So we've got this done. Again, quick protective style, a little jazzy, little cute. Can you do a style with the original cuff I just joined? Yes, I will in just a second. So, yes, it works on locks. It works so good for locks because most people that have locks have a hard time finding something that can accommodate all of their hair, harder than people that just have naturally curly hair. It works perfect for locks. Just go to our how-to page, and on our website, there's a tab at the top that says About the Puff Cuff. If you click there, you go to the how-to page, and it'll show you our ponytail test. Our ponytail test is what you use to determine what size you want to use for your puff cuff. If your ponytail, at the base of your ponytail, if your fist is like this, then you probably want to use the micro. If your fist is like this, you want to use the mini. Like this, you want to use the junior. Like this, you want to use the original. So I'm going to show you guys, I did it again. My little tuck and roll bun. I also do this same style when I just have my natural curls out. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, I need to go back to the original. She wants to see a style with the original. Okay. Real quick, I have no idea what time it is. I took my watch off. But I'm trying to keep this to a half hour. So, thank you. Here we go. Got it off. If your hair has any length to it, you have to be careful. Don't snatch it out your hair, because then you may lose a strand or two. But if you're careful, you won't lose anything. Okay, so let me take these down right quick. And then you can see how much hair I've got going on here. Okay. Sorry. So, I've got, do you have videos or styles of people who are transitioning? No, I don't have necessarily people who are transitioning. That is a great idea. Maybe, would you guys like for us to do that? Because we definitely can if it's going to help you in your process. We have images of people who are transitioning and they've done different styles on Instagram. That might be a good thing to check out, but that provokes a great thought. We should do that. I will definitely look into doing that for you all. So what I'm going to do this time, I am going to do a front puff with the big one, the original. So like I said, gather it where it's going to go. Gather your hair wherever it's going to land. Don't try to gather it, put the PuffCuff on and move it, because it will not work. The PuffCuff is meant to hold your hair in place. It's not meant to be adjustable. It's not meant to be flexible. It's meant to grasp your hair wherever you put it and have it stay there without pain. So I'm going to do a front one on the side. This one is the original again. So one arm in, you can see it kind of dangling down here. Second arm in, and then we're going to let it go. How hot is that? Look at that. What elastic band can you do that with? I get a little, when these haphazard hairstyles happen, I'm just like, it just makes me giddy. But anyway, so this is a front puff or front gather with the original PuffCuff. You guys got that? Just say you were going out to a concert, you got your box braids in, you got your twists in, looking good in your sundress. Come on now, look at that. That is just so, and it took you 5 seconds to do it. Okay, cool. All right, so let's say you went to the concert the night before, but now you got to go to work, and you don't want to have to futz with your hair. So we're just going to do a quick front bun, front side bun. Doing the same technique as before, kind of roll and tuck, roll and tuck. Until you get it like you want it. Oops. Done. You guys see that? Got a little twist taken out. All I'm doing is tucking, no bobby pins. Can you guys see that? Also, protective in nature. and you are done. Have I had problems with them breaking? We're gonna just be plain out honest, which I wouldn't lie to you guys anyway. If you abuse it, you're gonna break it. If you don't use it according to the directions, you're gonna break it. I know it seems crazy and it seems kind of weird that you're gonna have to read the directions on how to use a hair clamp, but because our clamp is different than anything else you've ever used, even though it's not confusing, you have to read the directions. You have to gather your hair first. If you try to use the PuffCuff to gather your hair, it won't work. Gather your hair first. Put one arm in, the second arm in, overlap the hooks, let them retract so they hook together, and then you're fine. I have had people who bought theirs when we first sold it 2 years ago. They still have them. I still have my original one from 2 years ago. I might have lost a tooth, like one of these teeth. But just because you lose one tooth doesn't mean that the whole thing is shot. These are an investment tool. You don't have to baby them. They are durable, but you just have to be smart with how you use it. Yeah, and that's another person comment. If you use it the way it's meant to be used and you follow directions, you'll have them for a long time. And like I said, the more sizes that you have, the more versatility that you have. It says, I purchased 2 originals and 2 minis. Would you recommend style using more than one at a time for thick locks? It really just depends on, like I said, the size. When you gather your ponytail, depends on the size that you, the size of the base of your ponytail. If your base of your ponytail is this big with all your locks gathered, just use one. If it's this big, use one original. I mean, use one junior if it's this size. Use one original if it's this size. If you want 2 puffs on the side of your head, use 2 minis. I got the juniors for my daughter, and they're lifesavers. She's 6 and loves it. And yes, we do love it. Mommies love it because, first of all, most of us, I only have boys, but I can identify with mommies that don't want to put chemicals in their baby's hair. They don't want to put a whole bunch of heat on their hair, and they want to be able to style it in a way that saves them time as well as saves the stress and drama of doing hair. So doing hair on your little one. A lot of little girls love it because a lot of times they're able to do it themselves. Or mommy can send their 6-year-old, 5-year-old baby to school with these in, and the baby comes back looking like she did when she left home because none of them fell out. She didn't have to pull one out because it was hurting. And it's just easy to use, and it's not going to cause any stress. It says, I'm interested in, if you're interested in trying, just let me know, ask questions to help you. We love to answer questions, dispel myths, kind of, give you an insight on the product because it is something different. It's different to the market, so it's something new. It's something kind of alien and foreign, but once you use it and use it correctly, you will love it, I guarantee. Like I said, my hair is, I have the retro twists in. I have had the, not retro twists, I'm sorry, natural twists, which I don't really know what the difference is between retro and natural. I think it's the kind of hair that they use. But I've had these in now going on 2 weeks, and I don't plan to take them out anytime soon. No issues with pulling or breaking because the way the PuffCuff works, you gather your hair first, clamp it around, and then your hair pushes outward against the cuff. It's not the cuff pulling your hair in tight. That's the difference. So there's automatically no pulling or pulling, no tension, no breakage, none of that. We designed this specifically to eliminate all of those problems that we've been having with the existing hair tools. But like I said, the existing hair tools, if you think about it, they're all meant for curly hair. Society, long time ago, from Madam CJ, and this was not anything negative against her. Madam CJ created the relaxer and the pressing comb to help us get further in society, which at that time meant straightening your hair and having your hair straight. Now we're at a point where, and also society also dictated that, along with cultures and everything. You weren't beautiful unless your hair was straight. Well, the hair care companies fed the same thing. If your hair is not straight, we're only going to give you items to help you assimilate and make your hair straight. But finally we're realizing there's beauty in curls, and we don't have to do that. But we've recognized it, but the hair care companies have not really recognized it, and especially the hair styling, hair accessory, hair tool market. This is the only one on hair. PuffCuff is the only hair clamp literally designed specifically for curly hair. Yes, a lady says, I slept in it and it didn't hurt. That's what we love to hear. Yes, it's something that you will actually forget it's in your head and fall asleep. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, so I am going to let you go now. The next Facebook Live we're having is Back to School Facebook Live. So we will be having demonstration on itty bitty kids, itty bitty curlies. Yes, you can exercise in it too. Itty bitty curlies styles for back to school. Hopefully you will tune in for that so we can get some good feedback and some good questions, and just, help us all grow in the world of curls. So love you guys. God bless. You guys have a wonderful, blessed week, and I will see you on our next Facebook Live. Remember, our website is www.thepuffcuff.com. Stay blessed. Bye.